I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. It's too easy. I've been there, done it, seen it. Boy, all that like Keenan. Still got crack, they fiendin'. Flow still hot like Phoenix. Shine so bright, I'm gleaming. This off top, I'm tweaking. Fresh out the rat like Neiman. And I'm still tryna fight my demons. Cause we all gotta act like Tina. That's why I gotta ride with the Nina. Outside, it's a war going on. Make me put my hands on my head like the Macarena. They want you walking on board like Kima. Ain't give a F to you like John Cena. Putting blood on a brand new Beamer. Tryna earn 8 stripes like Adidas. You get cold when you ride with the heater. It'll turn you to a dog like a Keto. And expose to a cat like a cheetah. They smoke my partner like reefer. Dímelo porque yo no entiendo. Mi gente must really need Jesus. They shed real blood. I never seen the crypt and I believe it. It's too easy. Too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. It's too easy. I've been there, done it, seen it. Y'all just talk, don't live it. And just took that route, that seen it. I'm so outspoken like Reason. Jimmy Neutron, boy, young G's. And I'm a self-made man out of Sweden. And it's still off top, I'm tweeting.
Welcome in, episode 96 of the WAG Show. I'm your host, Ben Hosser. We are here to talk about today's best bets. It is Wednesday, July 5th. Hope you guys had a good 4th of July yesterday. Obviously, it was pretty good for me. If you guys tuned into the stream yesterday, the Red Sox did not win, unfortunately, but I did like the Padres a good bit as well. They won. Overall, broke completely even for the day, pretty much, with my premium card. So, yeah, it was an all right day. Dewan, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. But overall, not a bad 4th of July. Hopefully, you guys had a good time. Hopefully, you guys spent some time with your family, all that good stuff. Today, we have baseball and NBA Summer League to talk about a little bit. I'm betting on Summer League tonight. I put one play in for Summer League. Would you say MLB is the hardest sport to go on a streak? And is NFL the easiest? I don't know. Okay, none of them are really easy. Because it's still gambling at the end of the day. Like, none of them are easy, I would say. I think that in terms of projectability, the NBA is the most projectable sport because there's less like varying factors, right? Like you can always guys can always miss shots and stuff. But when it comes to the NBA, it's very, very it's very easy, and like the projection systems for the NBA are so advanced that you can project out like usage rate and like who's going to have the ball and all that stuff, right? Like the NBA is the most projectable sport, and the projection systems are very sharp for the NBA. So I would say that. Now there's obviously things that can happen, blowouts, like I said, guys just missing shots, whatever. But the NBA is the most projectable sport. I would probably say baseball. I mean, even though we've been profitable this MLB season, it's definitely harder. But at the same time, like baseball is projectable, but more so over time, right? Like you need a large sample size to take anything from a lot of projections. But I grew up watching baseball. Like it's my favorite. It was my favorite sport growing up. So it comes more naturally for me. I think for the average person, MLB probably is the hardest. The NFL, I don't want to say it's easy, but it is. I feel like you can definitely get in a rhythm when it comes to the NFL. But in terms of just projectability, I think the NBA is the most projectable because you pretty much know who's going to have the ball in their hands, what's going to go on. It just comes down to whether or not they're going to make shots and stuff. But for the most part, yeah, MLB, probably for the average person is probably the hardest. That's why it's the least bet on. Like a lot of people don't bet on baseball when you look up the numbers. The NFL is far and away number one. I mean, you have college football up there too, and then the NBA is far and away ahead of MLB in terms of like overall money being bet on it each year, and that difference increases every year. But we do have summer league tonight, so I have one summer league play posted. I posted it in the Facebook group. We're over 42,000 members in our Facebook group now, so go join that. It is let me pull up the exact name because I always forget the exact name of this. You'll know it's our group though because it has the Bet Karma app as the group picture and group header. DraftKings and FanDuel Sportsbook betting free picks and bets. There's 42,500 members. Go join it. You'll see me and Travis in there as the moderators. You also see me in there live, considering I'm looking at myself right now in the Facebook group because the stream gets broadcast in there. But I posted one summer league play in there. It's a two-team parlay going with the San Antonio Spurs money line minus 205. Pair that with the Oklahoma City Thunder money line minus 225. Pays out plus 114 odds. I put a unit on it. Did not Spurs are up against the Lakers. Did not like what I saw from the Lakers in their first game. They're not a very deep summer league team, and the Spurs have, I think, just overall a better team, and I was not impressed. I do want to see Colin Castleton play a little bit more tonight for the Lakers. Like I'm excited to watch him play, but overall was not impressed with their summer league team, and I don't think that they'll be able to beat the Spurs. OKC Memphis is a really good game. So if you guys like summer league or if you like basketball, I would recommend watching Memphis and OKC, and then watching Miami and Sacramento tonight, which is the late game. Have a ton of respect for Kenneth Lofton and David Roddy and some of those guys on the Grizzlies team, but this OKC team is unfair for the summer league almost. I mean, you're talking about three legitimate NBA rotation players. Chet Holmgren would be the favorite for Rookie of the Year probably if not for Wembenyama. Number, you know, whatever pick in the draft. You have him, and then you have both Jalen Williams are playing for the OKC. I mean, obviously, those guys played for the Thunder last year. Um, Jalen with JALEN in particular. I don't really think he was ever going to win it, but he made a legitimate case for Rookie of the Year. I mean, it was always going to go to Banchero, but he got himself in the conversation with how he played. So really, really strong Oklahoma City Summer League teams. I definitely think they're going to win tonight. And then in that late game, Miami and Sacramento. That's a good game. Sacramento is one of the best teams, top to bottom, in this summer league bracket as well. Miami looked really, really good in that first game. They dominated the Lakers from the jump, and kind of goes along with what I'm saying. I mean, they just have guys that can play basketball. Jaquez, very, very good basketball player. Nikola Jovic looks pretty good. Chase Audige from Northwestern, one of my favorite players to watch in college last year. Chase Audige from Northwestern is on that Miami Summer League team. So I think they're slight underdogs, plus 115. I mean, Sacramento does have Keegan Murray and a couple other guys, but that one's going to come down to the wire thing. I think that's going to be a close game. It's only like a 2.5 point spread. I could see Miami upsetting. I think that Miami team is tough. And then in the earlier game, um, Golden State. Let me pull it up. Let me see what the odds are on it. I think it's the first game of the day. Yeah, it's at 6 p.m. Charlotte Hornets, Golden State Warriors. The Warriors are, um, wow, a bunch of money must have come in on Golden State because I put them in a parlay earlier, like for fun. Every game went over 169, and I was hoping they wouldn't adjust it, but they did. Yeah, I saw somebody post something about that. Hold on, let me see what I got this at. I was gonna tell you guys to go bet the Warriors, but dude, that line moved like crazy. Let me see. Wow. Dude, it moved so much. So the Warriors are plus 105 right now. I put them in a parlay at 12:30, so 2.5 hours ago. I put them in a parlay. They were plus 150, and they moved all the way down to plus 105. So clearly, some people are hitting the Warriors. You could still bet them because I think they're the better team than Charlotte. I was not impressed with Charlotte. They kind of got it together in the second half, but overall, I mean, Brandon Miller, he looked okay. He turned the ball over a lot. I mean, obviously he's good, but I was not really impressed with their team. And the Warriors have some guys that can play. So you can still get them at plus 105 on the money. I legitimately think the Warriors will win that game. So I literally was waiting all day to come on here and tell you guys to go hit the Warriors at plus 140 or whatever, and they're down to plus 105. Somebody must put some serious cash on them. If you guys were wondering what the parlay was, though, it was this morning at 12:30. I just did a four-team Warriors, Thunder, Spurs, and Heat, and it paid out plus 1,032, and now it pays out plus 847. Mainly just because that Warriors line moves so much. What are we looking at here? First time here. Welcome in. So this on the screen right here, this is the live trends tool. You can access this for free in the BetKarma app, or if you go to betkarma.com on your web browser, you can access it for free. I'm we have it for MLB. We have it for all sports. Obviously, we don't have it for summer league. I'm talking about NBA summer league right now, but we're going to get in and talk about the MLB games. So we'll go through each game and look at the betting data, and it helps us identify, where the money's coming in and all that stuff. And it helps you make more educated bets. If you go into the BetKarma app and you go to the page, the live trends page, there is a video in there that Travis made, and you can watch it, and he explains how to use the tool. Some really greater than MLB. Yeah, I mean, I'm an MLB guy because we've been very profitable, up over 27 units for the season on baseball. I'm gonna post my updated results in that Facebook page. I haven't done that in a while, but I'm up over 27 units for baseball, so it's been good to me. But I completely understand that most people would rather bet on summer league than baseball because just not a lot of people bet on baseball. But the live trends tool is very useful, and I'll use it when we're talking about baseball. So bet the Warriors. Yeah, I think you can still bet the Warriors at plus 105. I think the Warriors will win this game. Um, I don't know. I didn't like what I was seeing from that Hornets team really. And the Warriors have some guys that can play. And I don't know. Clearly somebody put a large amount of money on the Golden State Warriors to move that line from plus 150 to plus 105. Summer League MVP. I don't think I can bet on that. I looked this morning. Let me pull it up. Let me see. I don't think I have that. I only have champion, unfortunately. If you provide me with some of the odds for Summer League MVP, maybe I could give you some guys. Right now, the Thunder are the favorite at plus 700. I like that. I might actually put that in just because, like I said, I think this is an unfair Thunder team for the Summer League. I think they're absolutely stacked. Grizzlies at 15 to 1 is interesting, but Thunder at plus 700, I think is a pretty good bet. The Blazers are in a tough situation. You want to respect Dame, but at the same time, how far back do you want to set the franchise? Um, yeah. So again, I posted a tweet yesterday. We were talking about this yesterday. I keep seeing people and they're like, where's Dame gonna go? Like the original report was Dame wants to play for Miami and they're gonna accommodate his wants and send him to Miami. So then there's been other reports coming out like, oh, you know, they need to factor in the package and they're listening to other teams and all this stuff. He does not have a no trade clause, but there's also been concise reports that like he only wants to play for Miami. I don't see a situation that he goes to another team. So they're just gonna have to bring in. It'll be a 3 or 4 team deal, and they're gonna get stuff for him. Like, it's like it's not gonna happen today or tomorrow, but eventually I think he's gonna be on the Miami Heat. Um, I just don't like I don't see, given everything he's done for them and that he has gone about the game the right way and all that stuff, I don't see them sending him somewhere where he doesn't want to go. And the reports are adamant that he only wants to play for the Miami Heat. So I do think they'll bring in 3, 4 teams and they will find a way to get this done. I also don't blame them for not wanting Tyler Hero, because Tyler Hero coming back as the centerpiece of a Damian Lillard trade is not exactly something I would want either. So I don't blame them, but I think they'll just bring in 2, 3 other teams and they'll, or 1 or 2 other teams, and they'll make them. Where else do you stream? So currently the only streams we do are this one, which is Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern. It goes here in the Facebook group. It's on the YouTube channel. It's um it's on the Twitch channel. No, we don't really get viewership on Twitch though. YouTube, we have, I don't know, 5,000 subscribers on YouTube or whatever. So it goes on YouTube here. It goes on our Twitter channels, or Twitter pages and Facebook groups and all that stuff. During football, we'll have more content up. So I'll still have the daily stream every day, but we do other like videos directly associated with the NFL. So we'll have other videos and content up during football season. But right now during the summer, it's just baseball. So we just have the daily stream Monday through Friday. Favorite summer league pick if you had to pick? Hmm. YouTube link. Trying to watch on my phone, but let me see if I can post it in here. If you just search Bad Karma on YouTube, you'll find it. But let me see if I can get the link. I don't want to trip my setup out by trying to copy this, but let me see if I can do it. There we go. I just posted the link in every chat, so should be good. What did someone? Oh, someone asked favorite summer league bet. Yeah, if I had to pick one, I mean, my favorite one is just that two-teamer, Grizzlies and or not Grizzlies, Thunder and Spurs money line parlay. But I do like the Warriors. If the Warriors were still at plus 140, plus 150, I would say them. But since that line moved down, they're less of a priority for me. So, all right, we can go ahead and get into baseball now. If you guys have any other summer league questions or anything like that, just ask. But we're gonna run through these baseball games. Maybe put it in the overview section on Facebook too. Yeah, I'll bring that up to Travis, and we'll add that in there. I don't know what control you have over. Yeah, well, I just recently started getting in these Facebook groups. But Travis did make me mod in there, so I think I can probably do that. If not, I'll just tell him to do it and it'll get done. No problems. But all right, starting off, this game's already going on, this Houston game, so we don't have to talk about that. First game of the night, we have A's and Tigers. Eduardo Rodriguez is back for the Tigers, starting against, it's Austin Pruitt starting for the A's. Ken Waldichuk is going to come in after him. I'm sick about the Tigers, man. Yesterday in the Facebook group, I posted it was like plus 214 or something, parlay, 3-teamer, 2 hit, and we just needed the Tigers on the money line. They lose 1-0 to the A's. How do you score 0 runs against the Oakland A's? They had the bases loaded multiple times. They had the bases loaded in the 8th inning, couldn't get a run home. They went to extra innings, gave up that run, and then they you had the guy on second to start the extras. You can't even tie the game and extend it. I mean, just a pitiful performance from the Tigers. Selling, you know, a plus 200 parlay. Disgraceful. I do like them again here tonight. Not at minus 240. There's no way I'm betting them at minus. They're minus 240 on FanDuel, minus 225 on DK. No way I bet that. But and I've also seen probably the chalkiest bet of anything today. Everyone and their mom is playing Eduardo Rodriguez over 4.5 Ks. So I'm just staying away from this entire thing. If I was gonna bet something here, you can bet Tigers first five. Let's see what the line is here. First five on the run line. I mean, it's still minus 174. This whole game is just to stay away from me. Especially they're using the opener now. Waldichuk's a lefty. Detroit is better against lefties because their entire lineup is right-handed. But this is a stay away from me. Phillies and Tampa Bay. We have Taiwan Walker. Little going for the Rays. Rays are minus 132 favorites on FanDuel, minus 130 on DK. I like the Rays here at home. Not a Taiwan Walker guy. Yesterday, I completely understood people wanting to bet the Phillies with Aaron Nola going. I'm not a Taiwan Walker guy, so I would definitely lean Tampa Bay here if you were looking for a play. I currently don't have any bets in this game though, but I would lean Tampa Bay. St. Louis and Miami, we have Liberatore going against Hoeing. Hoeing's actually been decent for the Marlins. The Marlins are slight favorites here, minus 115. Public is all over Miami. They're getting 80% of the tickets. They're getting 88% of the money. Everyone's on Miami here. Liberatore is hit or miss. I do think he has kind of some upside in the future. We haven't really seen it this season. I don't think he's bad though, but the way this Marlins team's going, I definitely would lean towards them here if you were looking for a play. But I don't love anything there. Orioles, Yankees, man. Public is all over New York here. Not shocking. Dean Creamer against Vasquez. The Orioles opened at minus 125. They've moved down to minus 115. 56% of the tickets, 70% of the money coming in on New York. New York very public tonight. I don't know. It seems like they're starting to heat up a little bit. The Yankees offense, that is, which is good because they were cold basically from the time Judge went down until like 3 days ago. They were ice cold. But it seems like they're breaking out of that slump a little bit. I guess I would lean New York here, but I don't love anything. Finally found the channel. Chris, welcome to the YouTube channel. I tried to post the link. I don't know if it like worked though earlier, but yeah, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss it. And like I said, during football season, we'll have more. Like we'll have streams daily, but we'll have more videos up. And then during football season, I do a stream Sunday morning before the games. It's normally at 11 a.m. and it's more of like a question answer format. We normally get a good amount of people in there. And they're asking me, whether it be fantasy football, start sit, stuff like that, betting questions, props, all that good stuff. So during football season, 11 a.m.s on Sunday, we do a stream as well. So that's 6 days of streams during football season, which is pretty crazy. Texas Rangers, Boston Red Sox, John Gray against my boy Brian Bayo. You guys know if you watch the stream a lot, big Bayo fan. I bet on him quite a bit, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm betting on him today. Tough to go against Texas. Um, I went against Texas yesterday. It burned me. Dane Dunning once again he's got a horseshoe in his ass or something. I don't know how this guy does it. The numbers say he should not be anywhere near as good as he is, but he just does it every start. It's crazy. It's crazy. So as much of a Bayo fan as I am, I don't know if I'm going against Texas here. It's essentially a pick 'em though, for this game. I don't know. I'll have to look at more into it. I'll have to look into see how Bayo's pitch mix matches up with Texas. I mean, John Gray's been pretty solid. Not shocking the public's on Texas here, given how good they've been. But this is a wait and see game for me because I do like to bet on Mr. Bayo, but we'll see what happens. Will you lean more to props this season over DFS? Um, I don't know. NFL DFS is still so fun to me. Baseball and basketball, it becomes a grind after a while. Once you get into the season, but NFL DFS is unlike anything else. So as of now, like I'll definitely like I'll be betting and doing props and all that stuff, like 100%. But as of now, I'm planning on playing the same volume for DFS as I have like last year. Last year I played a lot, so planning on playing around the same volume if I had to guess. But I also, if you guys know anybody, if you guys know any other content creators you would want me to do this with, I have a couple people I've been talking to, but nothing's finalized. I want to do the NFL betting challenge against someone else, another content creator, whether it be whoever. But what we're gonna do is, I've talked about this on here before, but I want to have it to where we each pick 3 to 5 bets a week. It's going to be 3 bets or 5 bets, not sure which, but I'll have to talk to whoever I do it with. But we're going to do, say, 5 bets a week. Um, if you do a parlay, it can only be 3 legs and it can only be plus 500 odds, nothing higher. I guess maybe that could be explored, but it can only be 3 legs. And then it can be any of the NFL games, Thursday through Sunday night. You have to have your picks submitted by a certain week, and we're gonna see. So I think my stream cut out, but I think I'm back. So I'll put up like 1,000. Whoever I'm going against will put up 1,000, and we'll go head to head with these bets at the end of the year. Whoever has won more bets, whoever has the better record, made the most money, winner take all. That's kind of the format. So if you guys know any content creators you would like to see me go head to head against, I can reach out and see if they'll be interested. I have been talking to a few people, but nothing's been finalized yet. We'll see. But I'm probably going to play the same volume for DFS as I have the last few years, to be honest. Braves and Guardians. This is an interesting one. So I've gone back and forth on this. I bet the Braves last night. I'll just tell you guys right now. If you're not premium members, you get access to this stuff obviously before anyone else because I post the bets in the Discord. I bet the Braves last night at like 10:30 or something. The line has since moved. I'm rocking with you, Mike. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate it. Um, I bet the Braves at minus 155 last night. They've moved to minus 165. I've gone back and forth on this because I've seen some people that I respect on the Guardians here, and I can understand why. But I'm heavy on Atlanta today. I don't know. Cal Quantrill might be the worst pitcher in the American League. Being in Cleveland, or being near Cleveland here, they sent down Logan Allen to get Cal Quantrill back in the rotation, and it has not worked out well. Um, he got destroyed by the Cubs in his last start. Logan Allen was very good for them. So I think that there's a situation where if Cal Quantrill goes out tonight and gets shelled again, this is his last start for a while for the Cleveland Guardians. So I'm heavy on Atlanta here. I just I don't really see how Cal Quantrill can navigate this Braves lineup. I've seen some people kind of talking down on Mike Soroka. Mike Soroka is a good pitcher. Mike Soroka was a big up and coming pitcher for the Braves. He's dealt with injuries, but he is I actually saw some people say like the pitching matchup is a wash. Like there is no situation where Mike Soroka is on the same level of Cal Quantrill. Like that is not remotely true at all. If anyone's saying that, do not listen to them. They don't know what they're talking about. We got a glimpse of Mike Soroka in his last start. Now, I'm not saying Cleveland can't get some runs off him. They certainly can. He's struggled with lefties, and they're going to throw 6 lefties at him tonight, but he is a better pitcher than Cal Quantrill. And I think Cal Quantrill is horrific, and the Braves are red hot. So I'm heavy on the Braves tonight. That's just me. Twins, Royals, Pablo Lopez at home. I'm not laying minus 300, minus 290 on anybody, but not really looking to bet against the Twins there. Blue Jays, White Sox, Jose Barrios, Lance Lynn. Lance Lynn continues to just be an enigma. Um, I think he's given up the most home runs in baseball. He's also among the league leaders, not named Spencer Strider, in strikeouts. So, he's feast or famine. Like he's gonna strike guys out, but he's gonna give up some home runs. Jose Barrios has been hit or miss this season, but I like Toronto here. Slight favorites. They're minus 118 on FanDuel, minus 120 on DK. They're public, but I like Toronto in this spot tonight. Cubs Brewers. This is my favorite spot of the night. For all you guys watching out there, Cubs first five. You can bet them on the run line at minus 120. If you want to bet money line, you can do that, but the odds are way different. I like the Cubs too. Yeah, this is my favorite spot tonight. Cubs first five. Adrian Hauser has been a disaster for the Brewers. I definitely think the Cubs can get a few runs on him. Justin Steele, I'm a big fan of. I think he's a very good pitcher. The Brewers obviously struggle against left-handed pitching. They've brought a couple guys in that are righties to hit from the right side when they're facing a lefty, but they're still way worse against lefties than righties. Cubs first five. That's my favorite spot tonight overall. Angels Padres. We have Sandoval against Lugo. Padres have started to heat up. They got to Otani a little bit yesterday. Angels. Well, part of the reason I liked the Padres yesterday was that Mike Trout was going to be out of that lineup. So I told you about the Padres. Padres won. I like the Padres again. They're heating up. The Angels are bottoming out. No Trout. Um, there's just not a great team right now. And I'm not a big Sandoval fan either. I think that the Padres for the rest of the season are going to be much better against lefties than they have been the first few months of the season. So, if you want to put the Padres in a parlay or something at minus 180, you can. If you want to bet them first five, you can do that as well. But I like the Padres here. Mariners, Giants. I literally looked at this game. I have zero plays for this game. If you want to bet the Giants, you can. If you want to bet the under, you can, since it moved up to 8.5. But this is just an avoid for me. Mets and Diamondbacks. Last two games of the night here. Kodai Senga going. He was supposed to go yesterday. He got bumped to today. He's going against Tommy Henry and the Diamondbacks. The public is all over Arizona. Look at this: 62% of the tickets, 63% of the money. The line has basically flipped. It opened Mets minus 120, flipped to minus 115. I will say, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that opening line number is from, because that could have been the opening number when Max Scherzer was supposed to pitch. I'm not sure. I feel like it would have been like minus 140, minus 150. So I'm going to take that as that's the number with Senga. So the line has flipped. I lean Arizona at home pretty much always, and that would be my pick in that game. And then last game of the night, I like Dodgers first five for a parlay on the money line. It's really, really juicy. Minus 265 on FanDuel. That's why I'm not going to bet it by itself. But if you want to put in a parlay, Dodgers first five. Bido has he gave up 4 runs in 3 1/3 innings last start. He was outperforming his metrics by a good bit. He's not great against lefties. There's obviously some really good lefties in this Dodgers lineup on top of Mookie Betts, JD Martinez, those other guys. James Outman looks like he's heating up again. He hit 2 home runs last night. So, and I'm a Bobby Miller fan. I know he's had some sketchy starts here, but this is a good spot for him to get back on track against Pittsburgh, a team that chases a lot. So Dodgers first five is my look in this game. You can parlay that with something. I'm not going to bet it straight at minus 265, but put that in a parlay. Thanks for the streams. Appreciate you tuning in, Jason. Any props? Yeah, it was my play yesterday, but if you were looking for a batting prop, I like Freddie Freeman, 1.5 over 1.5 total bases. Again, good spot against someone that struggles with lefties. He matches up well with the pitch mix. In terms of a strikeout prop, I told you guys the chalkiest one. Everyone's playing Erod over 4.5 Ks today. I'm staying away from that. Um, I kind of like Quantrill under 3.5 Ks against Atlanta. What team do you see make a complete 360 turnaround? Charlotte gets Bridges and Miller added. What do you think? I don't know if I trust them still. Seems like a weird team to me. I think if you want, I think the Thunder are the one. I think the Thunder can be really good this year. I'm not saying they're going to win anything, but if they kind of buy in, I think we could see the Thunder in the playoffs this year. That's why I would probably go with them. Overall, thank you guys for watching. We went through every game, talked Summer League too. Go back and rewatch it if you guys need to. Tomorrow's Thursday. There's actually a decent amount of baseball games tomorrow because the All-Star break starts next week. So we'll be back 3 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, talk some baseball and some more summer league. Good luck with your bets tonight, guys. If you need anything further, download the Bet Karma app for free. Click the chat room link. Get in that Discord. You can get in the free channels. You can ask me whatever you want in there, or tag me in the Facebook group on one of my posts or something. I'll see that. But good luck with your bets tonight, and I'll see you guys on Thursday.